Hi, I'm Karla with Karla Dreyer Design, e-décor expert, and welcome to Decor with Love TV. Do you have a kitchen that you'd like to make some changes to, but you're not ready to do a full-out reno? Well, then this video is for you. I know I'm in the same circumstance, where you've got a kitchen, you don't want to do the full-out reno, but you'd really like to make some changes to it to do some updates. So doing a kitchen reno involves a lot of cost, a lot of planning, and sometimes a lot of headache. So if you're not ready for it now, I'm going to give you a few tips of what you maybe can do for your kitchen and do in maybe a weekend or a day. So tip number one, the first thing you can think of doing is painting your cabinets. Usually when people don't like their kitchen, the number one thing they don't like is the kitchen cabinet color. And so you don't need to go replacing with all new cabinets. If they are a good quality cabinet, you might want to think about painting them. But I have a few tips on this because I actually did this personally as well. I wouldn't necessarily paint it yourself unless you're sort of an expert in that area, and also it does take a lot of time. But what you can do is either have somebody come in that is an expert in that area and spray your cabinets, which really will last then forever, or what you can do is also take off the cabinet doors, take them to a local painter, get them to paint them, and you could do the sides and the inside. But what a difference this makes in, say, changing it from a darker wood to a lighter color. It really adds to make a whole new kitchen for a fraction of the cost. So tip number two is the backsplash. And a lot of times people don't like their backsplash, including myself, and don't change it, including myself, but actually it's one of the most probably inexpensive things to do. Even in a large kitchen, your backsplash is not that much area. So really to get a new backsplash, that's probably the place even you could splurge a little bit and have it kind of the jewel of the kitchen. If you're handy, again, this is something you could do yourself, and it really changes the look of the kitchen. One of my favorite backsplashes is just a simple subway tile that you can get at your local hardware store for a really low cost, and again, it's always classic and makes a great update to any kitchen. Okay, tip number three is the countertop. This is a bit of a bigger deal than the backsplash, but let's say, for instance, you don't mind your cabinets, you've changed your backsplash, and now you really want to change the countertop. Again, you don't need to do a full kitchen reno for this. You can measure it out. You can go to your local big box store and change up your countertop. And again, this makes a huge difference in a space and can really change up the look from contemporary to traditional, say, in a space. Tip number four when making updates to a kitchen that you want to change is my favorite and the most inexpensive and easiest one to do, is hardware. Hardware, you may think, oh yeah, it's just a pull. What difference is it going to make? It can be huge. There are so many cool knobs and pulls out there for kitchens right now. And so if you're not ready to even do the painting yet or do the backsplash, if you just change the hardware, it might make a big difference and it might tie you over for, say, a little while. And tip number five, and this is one that you could do today if you wanted to, is just add some color. And the way you add some color to the kitchen is in accessories. So pick a color you love, let's say yellow. People love yellow in a kitchen. And buy yourself a beautiful kettle that sits on the stove that's in yellow. Buy yourself some lovely tea towels. Buy yourself some flowers, again, that have the yellow in them. And you'll be amazed at what just these few touches, and try and go in threes. Threes always works well, of a pop of color can make in your kitchen. And the last one, kind of going along with the color, I love art in a kitchen. And people don't usually think of this, but if you have a smaller piece of art that you love and you don't know where to put it, think about putting it in your kitchen. Now, not somewhere where oil and other things are going to get spilt on it, but leaning up against your backsplash somewhere, it really adds your personality, and it's just a way to brighten your kitchen and show who you are. So if you found this information helpful, I would love it if you could like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your family and friends. And if you're looking for even more decor inspiration and tips that I only share in email, make sure you hop on over to karladreyerdesign.com and sign up for my weekly email updates. We'll see you there.